They say Germany is the heart of Europe, but it beats with more than just history. It beats with the footsteps of philosophers, the echoes of symphonies, and the hum of cities rebuilding from the ashes. This is a land where fairy tales were born, in dark forests and quiet villages, yet its real stories are even more powerful. Walk its cobbled streets, and you'll find revolutions whispered in libraries, love letters written in stone. From the shadow of the Berlin Wall to the sunlit spires of Heidelberg, Germany isn't just a place you visit, it's a place you feel. A country both ancient and new, broken and reborn, still writing its next chapter, underscore. This is Germany, not through headlines but through the soul. But beyond the grand cathedrals and famous names, Germany holds secrets, small moments, forgotten legends, quiet wonders hiding in plain sight. To truly understand a country, you must look between the headlines, into the corners of culture where stories still whisper. So here are just a few things you might not know about Germany. One, Germany has over 20,000 castles, many hidden in forests and forgotten by time. Most visitors know Neuschwanstein, the fairy tale castle that inspired Disney, but that's just the tip of the tower. Across the countryside, ruins sleep beneath moss and ivy, while others still stand proud on hilltops, guarding silent valleys. Some date back over 1,000 years. In Germany, fairy tales weren't just written, they were lived. And many of their settings still whisper stories to those who wander off the beaten path. Two, the world's first printed book was made here, and it changed everything. In the quiet town of Mainz, around 1455, Johannes Gutenberg built a machine that would change history forever, the printing press. His Bible was the first major book ever printed with movable type. What followed was a revolution in knowledge, science, religion, and art, all spread faster than ever before. In many ways, the modern world began in Germany, with ink, paper, and an idea. Three, Germans celebrate Christmas in the streets. Long before malls and Amazon, Germany gave birth to one of the world's most magical traditions, the Christmas market, or Weihnachtsmarkt. In places like Nuremberg and Dresden, entire town squares glow with wooden stalls, cinnamon-scented air, choirs, and mulled wine under twinkling lights. It's not just shopping, it's community, warmth, and storytelling passed down for generations. Christmas here isn't a day, it's a season woven into the heart of winter. But stories need places, and in Germany, every place tells its own. From vibrant cities to quiet villages, let's journey through the landscapes where history lives and culture breathes. Cologne Cathedral. A Gothic masterpiece reaching for the heavens. Rising majestically above the Rhine River, Cologne Cathedral is one of the greatest Gothic cathedrals in the world. Its twin spires pierce the sky, a breathtaking sight that commands awe from every angle. Construction began in the 13th century and took over 600 years to complete, a testament to human dedication and faith. Every stone, every arch, every stained glass window tells a story of devotion, craftsmanship, and ambition. Step inside, and the world fades into silence. Shafts of colored light filter through the vast stained glass panels, casting a kaleidoscope of colors across the cathedral floor. The sheer height of the nave evokes a sense of transcendence. This cathedral is not just a house of worship, it's a guardian of history. It survived wars and stood tall through time, holding within its walls relics, treasures, and the spirit of the city. To stand beneath its towering arches is to witness the sublime. Cologne Cathedral is where architecture becomes emotion, and stone reaches toward the divine. Black Forest. The enchanted soul of Germany. Deep in southwestern Germany lies the Black Forest, a place where fairy tales were born. With dense pine woods, misty hills, and winding trails, it's a realm that feels both ancient and alive. Legends whisper through the trees. This is the land of the Brothers Grimm, where stories of Hansel and Gretel took root among the shadows and moss-covered stones. Every step feels like a page from folklore. Nature rules here. Towering firs stretch to the sky, mirrored by serene lakes and cascading waterfalls. In every season, the forest transforms, cloaked in snow, glowing in autumn gold, or buzzing with summer life. Charming villages peek out from the woods, with cuckoo clocks ticking gently in timbered homes. Local traditions thrive, from hearty cuisine to the famous Black Forest cake and soothing thermal spas. The Black Forest isn't just a destination. It's a journey into the magical heart of Germany, where time slows, stories awaken, and nature tells her own quiet tale. Zugspitze, where Germany touches the sky. Rising proudly at 2,962 meters, Zugspitze is the highest peak in Germany, a majestic sentinel of the Bavarian Alps. Towering above the clouds, it offers a breathtaking panorama that stretches across four countries on a clear day. The journey to its summit is an experience in itself. Whether by cogwheel train or cable car, the ascent reveals dramatic cliffs, snow-kissed ridges, and glacial valleys carved by time. Each moment brings you closer to the heavens. At the top, a world of alpine wonder unfolds. Visitors can walk across glaciers, sip coffee in a mountaintop cafe, or simply breathe in the crisp air of a landscape untouched and eternal. In winter, it becomes a playground for skiers and snow lovers. Zugspitze is more than a peak, it is a symbol of natural beauty and quiet strength. It reminds us of the power of the earth and the peaceful silence that only the highest places can offer. Here, above the world, the noise fades. All that remains is the wind, the snow, and the infinite horizon stretching beyond the mountains. Neuschwanstein Castle. The fairy tale crown of Bavaria. Perched high on a rugged hill in the Bavarian Alps, Neuschwanstein Castle rises like a dream from the mists of time. Its ivory towers and turrets pierce the sky, as if lifted straight from the pages of a fairy tale, which is no coincidence, as it inspired Disney's iconic castle. Commissioned in the 19th century by King Ludwig II, this romantic masterpiece was built as a tribute to the world of myths, music, and imagination. Though never completed, it was intended as a retreat for a king who longed for solitude and fantasy, far from the constraints of reality. Surrounded by forested slopes and snow-dusted peaks, the castle offers breathtaking panoramas in every direction. In autumn, the landscape glows with gold and crimson. In winter, it transforms into a silent, frozen wonderland. Inside, Neuschwanstein stuns with opulent halls, murals of Wagnerian legends, and ceilings that echo with dreams. Every room is a glimpse into Ludwig's enchanted mind, dramatic, poetic, and utterly captivating. To stand before Neuschwanstein is to witness the fusion of art, nature, and longing. It's more than just a castle, it's a symbol of imagination made stone, suspended between reality and reverie. Heidelberg Castle. A romantic ruin above the Neckar. Perched high above the charming town of Heidelberg, the castle stands like a timeless sentinel. Its red sandstone walls glow warmly in the afternoon sun, whispering tales of emperors, poets, and battles long past. Though partly in ruins, its beauty is undeniable. Gothic towers and Renaissance facades rise above terrace gardens, overlooking the Neckar River and the sea of rooftops below. It's a place where grandeur meets decay, and together, they tell a hauntingly beautiful story. Wander through the courtyards and halls, and you'll feel the pulse of German history. This was once a seat of power for the prince-electors, a symbol of might, ambition, and art. One of its most famous treasures. A giant wine barrel, the world's largest, nestled in the cellar. It's a reminder that celebration, too, is part of Heidelberg's legacy. To visit Heidelberg Castle is to step into a dream, suspended between medieval glory and romantic ruin, gazing down upon one of Germany's most beloved towns. Oktoberfest. Germany's grand celebration of beer and Bavarian spirit. Every autumn, Munich transforms into a whirlwind of laughter, music, and flowing beer. Oktoberfest, the world's largest beer festival, is more than just a party. It's a celebration of Bavarian culture, tradition, and community. Across the Versailles fairgrounds, giant beer tents brim with life. Locals and travelers alike raise steins in unity, dressed in dirndls and lederhosen. The air hums with brass bands, cheerful toasts, and the clinking of glasses. But Oktoberfest is not just about beer. It's about heritage. From traditional folk dances and hearty Bavarian food to parades featuring horses and vintage carriages, every moment is steeped in local pride. Oktoberfest is where joy becomes tradition. A place where the heart of Bavaria beats loudest, and where the world is always welcome to join in the celebration. Rhine Valley, where legends flow with the river. Winding through the heart of Western Germany, the Rhine Valley is a land shaped by time and myth. With every curve of the river, a new chapter unfolds of castles, vineyards, and stories whispered by the water. Steep hills rise on either side, dotted with medieval fortresses that once guarded this vital trade route. These ancient sentinels now stand in quiet grandeur, watching over a landscape that feels both timeless and alive. The valley is also a celebration of taste. Sun-drenched vineyards produce some of Germany's finest wines, especially the crisp, floral Riesling. Villages like Bacharach and Rüdesheim welcome travelers with cobbled streets, warm smiles, and the rhythm of local life. Nature and legend intertwine here. From the Lorelei Rock, where a siren is said to have lured sailors to their fate, to the gentle flow of the river itself, every step is steeped in romance and wonder. In the Rhine Valley, history is not confined to books or ruins. It lives in the breeze, the wine, the songs of the riverboats, and in the soul of every traveler who passes through. Dresden Frauenkirche. A symphony of stone and spirit. In the heart of Dresden, the silhouette of the Frauenkirche rises like a phoenix, a masterpiece of Baroque architecture and a powerful symbol of resilience. Its grand dome, once reduced to rubble by war, now soars proudly against the Saxon sky. Built in the 18th century, the church was an architectural marvel, a crown jewel of Protestant Europe. But in 1945, during the bombing of Dresden, it crumbled under the weight of fire and destruction, leaving behind a haunting ruin. For decades, the blackened stones stood in silent memory, a wound on the city's skyline and in the hearts of its people. Then, after German reunification, the call for restoration echoed. What followed was a global effort of love, craftsmanship, and remembrance. Reconstructed stone by stone, using original materials whenever possible, the Frauenkirche reopened in 2005. Today it stands not only as a place of worship, but as a symbol of peace, unity, and what humanity can rebuild from ashes. To step inside is to feel the weight of history and the lightness of hope, a reminder that even the darkest ruins can give rise to light once more. Berchtesgaden, a Bavarian gem cradled by the Alps. Nestled in the southeastern corner of Germany, Berchtesgaden is where alpine beauty reaches its poetic peak. Surrounded by dramatic mountains and deep green valleys, this town feels like a place drawn from dreams. The mighty Watzmann looms above, Germany's third highest mountain, casting its reflection into the emerald waters of Königssee. The lake, still and glassy, is often called the most beautiful in the country. Berchtesgaden also holds echoes of the past. The infamous Eagle's Nest, perched high on a mountain ridge, offers panoramic views and a sobering glimpse into World War II history. Yet beyond its scenery and history, life here flows gently. Wooden chalets, flower-filled balconies, and the soft ringing of cowbells create a peaceful rhythm that feels worlds away from the rush of modern life. Berchtesgaden isn't just a destination, it's an experience of serenity, nature, and soul-stirring alpine magic. Rothenburg ob der Tauber, where time stands still. Perched on a hill above the Tauber River, Rothenburg ob der Tauber is one of Germany's best-preserved medieval towns. Walking through its cobbled streets feels like stepping into a storybook, one filled with half-timbered houses, flower boxes, and charming town squares. Its ancient walls still wrap around the town like a protective embrace. Climbing the ramparts gives you panoramic views of red-roofed homes, church spires, and rolling Franconian countryside that stretches as far as the eye can see. In the heart of Rothenburg lies Marktplatz, the central square, where a Gothic town hall stands tall beside pastel-colored facades. Just steps away, you'll find the famous Planline Corner, perhaps the most photographed spot in town. Beyond the fairy tale charm, the town holds centuries of stories. Museums like the Medieval Crime Museum reveal darker tales from the past, while Christmas shops and bakeries remind you of timeless joy and tradition. Rothenburg is not just a town, it's a feeling. One of wonder, stillness, and the quiet magic of a world that refuses to be forgotten. Brandenburg Gate. The timeless symbol of unity. Standing tall at the heart of Berlin, the Brandenburg Gate is more than just stone and columns, it is the soul of a nation. With its neoclassical grandeur and proud quadriga atop, this gate has witnessed the rise and fall of empires, and the reunification of a divided country. Built in the late 18th century as a symbol of peace, the gate has since become a silent witness to history's turbulence. From Napoleon's march to the Cold War's front line, it has seen war, division, and finally, healing. For decades it stood in no man's land, locked between East and West. But in 1989, when the Berlin Wall crumbled, the Brandenburg Gate once again became a passage, this time, for hope and unity. Today, it draws visitors from around the world. Lit at night and framed by the modern city, it's not just a monument, it's a message that even the deepest divides can be overcome. To walk through the Brandenburg Gate is to walk through history itself. It reminds us that peace is possible, and unity, though hard won, is always worth striving for. Hamburg, Germany's gateway to the world. Nestled on the banks of the Elbe River, Hamburg is a city shaped by water and driven by trade. As Germany's largest port, it stands as a powerful symbol of connection between countries, cultures, and centuries of maritime history. The iconic Speicherstadt, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is a labyrinth of red brick warehouses and tranquil canals. Here past meets present, as coffee and spices once traded echo through the cobbled alleys and museums that tell their story. At the heart of the city lies the vibrant harbor, alive with ships, ferries, and the bustling fish market at dawn. From the striking Elbphilharmonie concert hall to the lively Reeperbahn, Hamburg offers contrasts at every turn, modern elegance beside historic charm. Green parks and lakes weave through the cityscape, inviting quiet escapes amidst urban energy. Locals cycle along the Alster, picnic by the water, and enjoy a rhythm of life both relaxed and cosmopolitan. In Hamburg, the sea breeze carries more than salt. It carries stories of sailors and merchants, of music and reinvention, all in a city that welcomes the world with open arms. Sanssouci Palace, the Prussian king's dream of tranquility. Tucked among the gentle vineyards of Potsdam, Sanssouci Palace is a delicate vision of Rococo elegance, a sanctuary where art, philosophy, and nature dance in perfect harmony. Built as the summer retreat of Frederick the Great, this was never meant to be a royal fortress, but a place to live Sanssouci, without worries. Completed in 1747, the palace reflects the king's personal taste and love for simplicity. Its intimate scale, pastel hues, and finely adorned chambers reveal a ruler more drawn to flute music and Voltaire than to grand political ambition. Beyond its golden doors lie terraced gardens cascading down the hillside, lined with marble statues, singing fountains, and avenues of sculpted trees. It's not just a royal estate, but a living canvas that blends man-made beauty with the rhythm of the earth. Here, Frederick hosted philosophers, wrote poetry, and found solace in solitude. Sanssouci became the physical echo of his Enlightenment ideals, a place where thought, nature, and design could exist without constraint. To walk these halls today is to feel the gentle whisper of a different kind of monarchy, one built not on conquest, but on culture, reflection, and the peaceful pursuit of the mind. Marienplatz, the heartbeat of Munich. Right in the center of Munich lies Marienplatz, a square that has witnessed the city's history for over 850 years. It's where medieval charm meets modern rhythm, and where every corner tells a story. Towering above the square is the new town hall, its neo-Gothic architecture striking against the Bavarian sky. Each day, visitors gather to watch the glockenspiel come to life, a mechanical dance of knights and dancers echoing tales from the past. Nearby, the Golden Marian column stands tall, a tribute to the Virgin Mary and a symbol of protection. St. Peter's Church, the oldest in Munich, rises behind, quiet and timeless amid the city's buzz. To walk through Marienplatz is to feel the pulse of the city, a meeting place where tradition, culture, and community come together under one sky. Herrenhausen Gardens, a royal legacy in bloom. In the city of Hanover lies a masterpiece of Baroque landscaping, the Herrenhausen Gardens. Once the pride of the electors of Hanover, these gardens reflect centuries of regal ambition, elegance, and artistic vision. At the heart is the Great Garden, a symmetrical marvel where fountains dance, hedges are trimmed to perfection, and gravel paths lead to marble statues and secret corners. It's one of the finest examples of Baroque gardens in Europe. Nearby, the Berggarten offers a different mood, lush, botanical, and full of rare plant species from around the world. Once a simple vegetable plot, it now houses tropical greenhouses and a peaceful orchid collection. The gardens aren't just about flowers. They tell a story of power and culture, where philosophers like Leibniz once walked, and where history echoes through royal pavilions and the reconstructed Herrenhausen Palace. Visiting Herrenhausen is like stepping into a living painting, one where nature and nobility have danced together for centuries in perfect harmony.